And hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, maybe. Welcome to another scene, another little moment in Edessa, the Dark Crusade. As on this night, Margot is walking through the city, probably just watching the beauties of that is the Torador domain. She's just there, probably. Well, what she likes best in there is like the little open areas where there's flowers. So she's probably walking around one of those little open areas, just mesmerized by the, well, not exactly mesmerized, but just contemplating the flowers.
Gerard has just concluded some business in Toreador Domain and will exit the building that this little garden area will have encompassed, and he is completely unmissable. And miss him. He's very large, very tall, has a commanding presence. Not to mention a very commanding presence score. Not that that matters, but he will note the woman that is sort of bumping around, clearly a tier above the other commoners that might otherwise occupy the space. And he will, to this fountain, stop, stand at the right next to it, clasp his hands behind his back, and stare at it, and say nothing, like a creep.
She'll turn her head to him, smile. I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting you yet. And she'll do a courteous bow. I am Lady Margot de Cornier.
Gerard will turn his attention towards her, a curious brow, and say, I have heard of you, though.
She'll look delighted, actually. Oh, have you? It seems
we have not had the pleasure of meeting. You are correct.
It seems my presence in the city has been the talk of a few conversations. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
I'm Lord Gerard, second of his name, of Tours.
I thought her smile,
Clan Venture.
Her smile will widen. Oh, yes, Johanna. Johanna's talked of you very highly. It seems you organized a masquerade ball not too long ago.
Yes. I would have invited you, except I'm not certain that you had arrived yet. My memory is fuzzy on the event.
She'll have a slight chuckle. No, it's no worries. No, I don't believe I was here yet. Johanna told me of it, and it was only my second night here, and so I believe, yes, I hadn't arrived yet.
Well, it's always good to see an ally in the city.
And she'll nod. Yes, it's always good to be around people that are a friend to your cause. How have you been in Edessa, if I may ask?
How long did you say?
Yeah. Yes.
Over 100 years now.
Ah, I see. You. And you look around. Wait, that there isn't anybody like within earshot. Were you? Did you come into our life in here?
A long time ago.
I shall nod. I'm. I came to Edessa a few times before with my sire, but this is the first time I come. Well, not on my own. I have my own child now, but it's the first time I come without my sire, and it's the first time in a while that I settle somewhere. Unlike, well, quite unusual for my clan, but me and my sire used to travel a lot. Traveled throughout many places in Europe. Widens your spirit, widens your knowledge. Seeing the world is something beautiful, especially when you look around, especially when you last forever.
It's a rather naive view. Nothing lasts forever, not even us.
Well, I shall smile. I guess time will tell. But we've been given what seems like, for now, eternity. Unless the world does something about it. I'd be a fool if I could say that the entire world could stop me.
In my experience, you should always act as though the world is out to get you.
She'll like visibly think about it.
But that's neither here nor there.
But perhaps you are right. My life as a mortal certainly seemed like so.
I suppose a better question would be, how has the city treated you?
So far, I have been only respected by the people around me. And it seems that people I have met, at least most, are delightful.
And of those, how many do you believe are sincere?
And she'll like tap her chin. At least I know at least one is. I'm not too sure about the rest.
Time will tell, I suppose,
And
as
she'll
you
nod.
say. Be careful. This place has a very appealing veneer, but scratched beneath the surface, there's a whole lot of rot.
Everyone wears a mask, even places.
More so here than other places I've been.
And she'll smile again. Then it seems I will have to see what some are hiding behind the mask they wear. Who knows? Some of them some masks may be fun to take off.
Some are horrifying.
True. But
Trust me, I have recent experience with this.
Recent? Would it be rude of me to ask, and she'll smile, like mischievously, ask who?
Would not be rude, but I would decline to tell you all the same. Suffice it to say that your situation, nothing came of it, fortunately.
And she'll nod. Well, then, the mystery shall... Well, the mystery shall intrigue me. Hopefully it won't wake me up. It won't keep me up during the... And she'll look around and smile again during the day.
One can hope not, but the matter has, I feel, been resolved satisfactorily. You needn't worry too much. But again, be careful. Even those that we find ourselves at least even nominally closest to, such as clan, are not all to be trusted.
Shall nod. I will take your word to heart, and I will be careful.
I will say this. Our mutual friend Johanna seems earnest in her desire to maintain good relations among clans. I would see our allies, the Toreador and the Tremere, such as they are, drawn in the wake of outside predations like this florist, likely it's Mitzi. Their allies, the Assamites and the Salubri, arrayed against us.
I would much rather that we come to understanding with as a few lives as possible.
I'm not advocating war, simply a fortified position from which to entreat foes, if that makes sense. He is stronger than disharmony.
Indeed. But yes. I shall smile. But yes, I would hate for it to come to a war between the clans.
Well, God's willing, rather. Got to get out of that D&D mindset. God willing, with someone as enchanting as you, I should hope that negotiations won't turn sour.
I'll do everything in my power for the negotiations to remain peaceful.
And I'm not sure if what Johanna has spoken of me, but I do maintain if my ally should need aid in a more protective or physical manner, I am ever at your service.
She said that you were quite a let's just say what she said about you was right. She said that you were a man of honor and one that was a good man to the cause of the Ventrue, and one that would most likely protect me and her. She also
My duty to my clan is absolute. However, I also good wishes and deeds and ability to Clan Toreador and Tremere as well.
She also said that you were a delightful man to be around.
I don't know about that.
Well, so far, I can only judge her as right.
Well, again, perhaps time will tell.
Perhaps time will tell. I trust you heard what happened at the wedding?
I did not. Enlighten me.
Most horrific thing happened. The bride and groom were killed by what apparently was that creature that I heard was going around town killing different people here and there. Looked like a giant bat creature. But before it had time to do harm to anybody else, it was captured.
Captured? By whom?
By, I shall think, well, it was put down, well, perhaps not put down, but it was
subdued.
It was put to a state where it could not harm anybody, and now I believe it's either with the sheriff or the prince.
Terrifying.
It was, but with as much as I hate violence, I'm always one to protect my friends, and I had a friend there. I wasn't going to back down.
Show spirit. I approve.
It's a relief that at least now it has been stopped and cannot harm anyone anymore.
Yes. Well, we can only hope. Parade of monsters that have arisen and have been dealt with.
She'll just nod.
No.
As you say, time will tell. Hopefully it will stay. Either stay somewhere it cannot harm anyone, or will leave this world.
To protect his domain.
Sorry, I didn't get that out of character.
I trust the prince to protect his domain.
From what I have heard, he is, well, despite the creature in the city, I've heard he did quite well. He is doing quite well.
Yes. Well, I should hate to take up more of your time. I do have other places to be. I simply saw you and felt as though I must introduce myself.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I would hate to take up more of your time. I simply saw you and knew I must introduce myself. I could recognize you by a description alone.
She'll smile. do a little bow again. I hope to see you again. Oh, and I most sincerely hope that you have that you organized another masquerade ball. I would be honored to come to one.
I weave in and out of noble society. I'm sure that if you comport yourself with such individuals, you will find such accommodation.
I shall nod.
In the meantime, do feel free to correspond with me. Self-bored at times. I like keeping in contact, though I find myself sometimes unable to freely wander about. Duties demand my attention. But a letter never goes amiss.
I shall nod. Then I shall send you a letter, and we can meet. Well, if you cannot go anywhere, I will go where you can.
Gerard nods. Milady.
Shall bow again.
He
Gerard.
turns and exits.
Shall watch him leave, smiling. And with that, I guess we can end this in there. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, player, for playing.